Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very pivotal Chase Race 9 here at Kansas Motor Speedway for the running of the SpongeBob SquarePants 400. This is a big, crucial race altogether for all the drivers going on by. And I had made a terrible mistake from the Pensacola race, and actually every single driver that is pictured in the battle is still championship eligible. Not by a whole lot, but still quite some, so my apologies on that entirely. But let's get down to your starting lineup. On the pole is Nathan Hudson. We'll talk about points once we show the starting lineup. Next to him, Benjamin Miles. Third, Allison Rain. Fourth, Ramian Fisher. Fifth, Scott Roush. Sixth, Dylan Pote. Seventh, the driver who's won back-to-back races, Zach Flickinger. Eighth, Keith Batson. Ninth, Aaron Douglas being top 10, Kyle Matthews. Fun fact about Zach Flickinger, he actually won the last time he came out on this track. So a lot of eyes will be on him to see if he can go technically 2 in a row on Kansas and 3 in a row altogether. On the final row, Cody Lamas, Jeffrey Finguy. So now that we've gotten the fun part out of the way of the lineup, here we go, going on to today's race with the points on the line. Brian James, he lost down the points lead to Zach Flickinger thanks to his 2 in a row. He's got the championship lead by 4 points over Brian James. And then behind him, you got Clint Spillman, 4 points behind of Brian James. Then you got Cole Deaver behind him, 1 point. And then you have 2 points behind him, Scott Roush, who took a major fall after that Pensacola race. He is looking for a huge rebound altogether. Then the rest of the drivers that you got Quentin Moore. He needs a good run. Dylan Pote, James Ellison, Trent Dunham, Seth Cole, Zach Rogers, Diego Yepes, and of course, Brett Pritchard and Sam Oskin. To get the command to fire the engines here at Kansas for a very, very pivotal race. And, oh boy, a lot on the line for 41 laps.
Drivers, start your engines. Is that okay?
Don't worry, Mr. PR announcer. I would be just as nervous, too, with the way how these guys got enough in the tank on the line for 41 laps. And a problem for Nathan Hudson, the pole sitter. My word, this man cannot catch a break this season. So now the new unofficial pole sitter will be Allison Ray, but that inside line's got to get going. Tough blow for Nathan Hudson. Oh my word, that guy cannot catch a break. I guarantee he's ready for Xfinity next season. Meanwhile, the whole inside line going to get back up to the front of the pack. Now that they've done so, outside line, they're going to tell to catch up. Pace car makes a dive down to pit road. Showtime, ladies and gentlemen. Allison Rain, the new unofficial pole sitter. As green flag is out, we are underway here at Kansas. Of course, the main driver everyone will have eyes on. This man right here, Zach Flickinger. Trying to do what not many people could do in the Universal Orlando Cup Series. Now, if memory serves me correctly about Zach Flickinger, I do believe he actually won. Or not won, I'm sorry. William Flickinger, I believe he won that Kansas race too. I'm actually going to double check as I say this, but Flickinger's got a lot on the line. Coming into this one. But meanwhile, though, as I'm looking, Scott Roush looking for the lead. He needs a lot of things to happen in this one. Alex Ferranti, though, looking for second on Roush. He's going to get it. Look at this, 3 wide, nearly 4 wide. Look at Ember Ross trying. Not going to do it. And as I'm looking right now, my apologies, Dylan Thoreau actually won that race last season. But I know William did win a race last season regardless altogether. Rain, though, I'll tell you what, that's 66. Having a great car today. Not looking back. Scott Roush still the top chaser. That's a good sign for him. And then the next highest is a battle between Clint Spillman and Diego Yepes. That's big for Spillman, the 24. He knows he needs to reel in as much ground as he can on that 96 car because Flickinger has been falling back there. Hudson back out on the course. Right now, 2 laps down in that 8 car, almost 3. Let's look and find the other chasers. Sam Oskin, Dylan Pote in the rear of the field, as too with Deaver and Pritchard. Not good for them. Quentin Moore also in the middle of the field. There's Brian James, Zach Flickinger. Tell you what, to see James right there in that situation, that's good for some chasers. But Zach Flickinger right here, that's good, but not good enough. Rogers, though, has to be thankful he's getting around the 96, but he needs some insurance. And here comes Moore in the 89. Oh, look at Qualls almost going into Brian James in the 94, and now Cole Deaver going to follow. See, there are a lot of non-chasers, though, up through the field. And don't look now, folks. James Ellison is starting to make some presence. And Scott Roush got around R.J. Bishop for a position. Wow, they were 3 wide right there. Roush trying to hang on to that top 10. Now Seth Colin at 0-7. Tell you what, Roush better be careful because Seth Cole, Diego Yepes, James Ellison, all right within the mix. Trent Dunham also making some ground there. Dunham has had a chase streak go around, and he's also battled for the championship on a few different occasions there, but not a lot of luck trying to battle it out. Heading into the finale, it's Joltis. That's been the main kryptonite, but I'm telling you, though, Dunham in that one, I think the caution is out. Yes, caution's out. Trouble for Brian James and Aaron Douglas. Oh, no, that's second in the points. Douglas mainly took the blow, but Brian James has right side damage. Oh, and that is not good for second in the points. Oh, no. Quentin Moore also in the rear of the field. I'm looking to see if he's got any damage, primarily right side based, and he looks like he's got a little bit, not too much, but kind of see it caved in a little bit. You can see the skid marks in turn 3. And pit stops will be underway on lap 11 of 41. This is going to be pivotal there. James Ellison first to the pit stall there. This can make or break right here on these pit stops. And that one driver that Brian's going to be really watching very carefully is that 96 car. He cannot afford... Whoa, Commons and Hudson slid. What in the world was that? I'm amazed actually Nathan Hudson came down pit road, but... Wow. I think Aaron Douglas called it quits there. And cars leave at pit road. Wow, they're about 4 wide almost right there. That was scary. Slow pit stop for R.J. Bishop in the 98. Meyer got held up by Hudson, but he still hung on to his position. Rogers with a slow pit stop, and Zach Flickinger. Oh, wow, did he take a slow pit stop, but he's going to be very conservative right there. He knows he's got the points lead. But he knows he does not want to make a crucial mistake. Benjamin Miles, right now your leader on the cycle of pit stops that went on by. Rain will lose the lead, and then John Art in third. Actually, I believe, yeah, that is the case. Spillman, highest running chaser in fifth. Great pit stop by the 24. Some guys actually took 2 tires. I don't know if you noticed there. Sky Common still on pit road is car number 17. And he's going to be 1 lap down there. Caution's out. Miles, your leader. Let's take a look at ourselves our first caution of today's race here at Kansas. Well, we're going to look at ourselves our first caution of the day. And we also actually got word Brian actually retired out of the race. And I don't know if they showed it when we were coming down pit road there, but if so, that is a big damper to second in the points. But you see him right there, just Douglas came right in front of the 94. Brian tried to lock up and try to avoid. Nowhere to go. Quentin Moore, oh, you lucky dog. I don't believe how he made it through there. And wow, that is a very, very close call by the Racing with Jesus Chevrolet. But there you see Brian getting involved. I'm actually very surprised with that damage that he received, that he retired out of the race from that. I thought they were going to fix it and get back out on the track, but that is not the case. Brian is out of the race in 41st. He's only going to get 1 chase point, so he's going to have to rely on Zach Flickinger to get a very poor run to stay alive in that championship hunt, but we got to take it on board with this guy right here because he got very lucky out of all that there. This could have really hurt his chances there, and he stays alive with this move. On board, Quentin Moore in the Racing with Jesus Chevrolet. Watch how he's going to avoid this wreck. On the brakes, and he barely got by. Oh, you could not fit a piece of paper between those 2 drivers with the way how they were driving. Wow. Caution's out. Let's take you back to the green. Well, we just gotten word right there. Sky Common's finally back out on the track, so we just popped in live out of the race. They include the following of Brian James and Aaron Douglas. My mistake, he was 41st at the line, now 42nd. Douglas with the fuel leak issue. So Hudson a couple laps down, I should say, will be on the inside line. Top 10, we go back to green flag race. It'd be Benjamin Miles, Allison Rain, John Art, Kev Shear, Clint Spillman, Ember Ross, Seth Cole, Alex Ferranti, Trent Dunham, and Scott Roush to complete your top 10. And James Ellison, 11th. Diego Yepes, 14th. Green flag is going to be back underway right now. Rest of the chase you can find. Zach Rogers, 24th, 25th. Sam Oskin, 26th. Cole Deaver, 28th. Dylan Pote. Zach Flickinger, 31st. Quentin Moore, 36th. Brett Pritchard, 37th. Commons just got back out in the nick of time. Hudson's going to get one of his laps back, but could lose another one from Kev Shear in that 68 as he's going to look for the lead on Benjamin Miles. Car scraping the wall. I have no idea who that was. And that looked like that was Ember Ross in the 77. But man, did she lose a lot of momentum in that 77. And she is stuck on the high line, being put 3 wide, right around a slather of chasers like Cole Deaver and Zach Flickinger. And if you're chasers like Brett Pritchard, Quentin Moore, and others, you need to see the 96 in that position, let alone Cole Deaver. That's who the driver you need to see have issues, is that 96 car. Take full advantage of everything going on by and get up to the front. Flickinger still on that high line. Pritchard on the middle. Moore now making a charge. Skycom's got to feel bad what happened to him. Kev Shear, though, has relapped Nathan Hudson in the 8 car. Battle for second. Jesse Turner and Trent Dunham. Here comes Turner. Here comes John Art. Remember, a couple drivers that will be back next season in Cup. Hudson and Art. Art trying to get one more win in that resume. He's going to retire altogether after next week at Zenjoltis. Bishop now. Look at him. Top 5 for him, let alone top 3. Here he goes underneath John Art for second. Tell you, Bishop has finally found the stride where he can get his good momentum, but he just can't seem to finish the deal. And now Kev A lot of questions with him next season. Will he go down to the Xfinity Series for Evans Gardner? Will he leave altogether? Nothing is known as of right now. But in the meantime, he's enjoying the run. He got a win this season. Or I mean last season, I should say. And I mean, you gotta wonder what's going on in that mind in the Coke Jack Daniels Chevrolet there for Evans Gardner. As Bishop and Art have gotten around Hudson, let alone Meyer at Turner now. Here comes Keith Batson, the 39, coming into fray. I'll tell you for this season, for Batson, he's got to be very happy he got that win. A win that has been oh so close so many times in his time in the Cup Series. He's finally gotten that win. Now he needs to get back into the chase and try to go after a championship. Here comes Cody Lamas in the 48. Where's the 48 been altogether? As we are now halfway through the race. Chaser's nowhere in sight. As the highest ranked chaser is now Seth Cole in the 07. How about Seth Cole? He has not given up on that battle for the championship. And the fact that Flickinger's in the rear of the field, that's going to help the Hot Tamales Ice Chevrolet. Next highest chaser's Trent Dunham. Then the next one behind, all the way back to Salmon Oskin, the 63. However, he needed Zach Flickinger to be the first retiree, but a win now is must needed for Salmon Oskin. And Flickinger must be the next lowest chaser. Car scraping the wall. That was Connor Meyer in the 51. Hung on to it. But oh, shown the belt made contact with the 51. Wow, Meyer fishtailed heavily right there, but hung on dearly. Rogers in the 6, trying to do whatever he can to hunt down some of these drivers. I know we're not paying attention to Kev, but that chase battle there really important. James Ellison has been slipping S2 with Diego Yepes, but there's an old saying in the NRSL, it doesn't matter how you start, it matters how you finish. Ellison stuck on the high line, and folks, I'd be careful. That 96 is back on the charge. Right now, Flickinger, P30, let alone P29, still in the rear, but oh boy. Oh, Dylan Potey had to check up right there a little bit just to not get into the 0-3 there. And look at Flickinger, going to be aggressive, 3 wide for position. Potey almost going into Ellison. Man, these drivers know, man, especially the ones in the rear. Scott Roush, holy cow, that car is disintegrated in this race. They need to get around the 96 and keep them to the back as quickly as possible, working their way up to the front. The main driver that's taking advantage is Seth Cole. He is doing everything possible. Batson is taking the lead from Shearer. Keith Batson looking for 2 wins this year. Kev going to hang on to second. Bishop the 3rd. John Art the 4th. And Zachary Fitzwater P5. Wow, that is a sight to see. Now Lamas going to look for 5th in that 48 car. Art looking for 3rd. Now Seth getting around Phil Parker for 9th. Now going to work on Jesse Turner for 8th there. See, Rain got around him not too long ago. Seth right now, being the top chaser, he's taking full advantage of everything here. Gave a little bump to the Aflag Mercedes there. Here comes Seth. Full head of momentum. Oh, can he get the move? He's trying. Turner can't make the block. See, Bishop is starting to slip back in that 98 car. And you see Seth, he knows that 96 is coming. He knows he needs to make his moves now. Actually, I kind of just saw the 96 not too long ago, that yellow car there. Oh, my dear Lord, the 96 almost just got turned into the wall, and now he's starting to slip. Baranowskis, Qualls, Miles get around him. Now Fisher looking underneath. But this is the big one there. Cole Deaver looking underneath. He's not want to end the Cinderella season on a dud. He wants to battle for that championship. That is exactly what these chasers need to see. That's also what Brian James needs to see. The more farther back the 96 finishes, the more of a chance James won't lose points and momentum. Meyer now looking underneath, trying to complete the pass, trying to make sure the 96 stays high. Ellison trying to take advantage. And he's going to do it. Ellison now on the attack. Flickinger knows he wants this championship. Brett Pritchard almost just got into the corner of him. But the ones who really have been getting the momentum is Moore, Roush, and Spillman. They have been stuck in the rear and can't seem to get around the 96. But Flickinger, oh my word, that car just cannot get out of that high line. Now Ross looking underneath. Gonna work our way back up to the front. Because Batson may lose a challenge to Kev Shear in a matter of moments. Art and Fitzwater, nose to tail, the top four are there. Seth Cole looking for fifth on Cody. That top four better be careful because Seth Cole is on the charge as too is Trent Dunham. Oh my word. Seth completes the pass on Cody. That's for fifth. Seth has to be enjoying what's happening to Zach Flickinger. He is getting notifications from his crew about what is going on with the 96. Real quick, showing through, Flickinger is 36 on the track. Spillman got around him at the line, and Scott Roush is the only other chaser yet to pass him. Now it's official. Flickinger is in the rear of the field. And that is not good for the Exalted Dodge. That is wonderful news if you're the Wegmans Toyota team and you're watching that 96 team self-destruct this race. Seth looking for fourth. Here comes the 07. Up to fourth. Cody will take fifth from Kev Shear. Seth and Trent are literally the two drivers taking advantage of all the points necessary. Seth is reeling in John Art in the 05, as to is Zachary Fitzwater. Here comes Seth looking for third. Here comes the 07. Man, look at him go. I'm telling you, this man will not give up. Now his sights are set on Zachary Fitzwater. As we're approaching 5 laps to go at the line, that 07 has been on the charge. Bishop with the fastest lap, but Seth Cole with all the momentum, here comes for second. And Batson better watch that rearview mirror, because that Hot Tamales Ice Chevrolet, man, is he coming. Art trying to do whatever he can. Oh, Fitzwater about slid, and Art had to check up just a tiny bit. Now Seth has one car to worry about, and he is leading this race. One last quick look. Flickinger got around Roush and Spillman. And more, I'm telling you, not the race he needed. This could eliminate his chances in the battle for the championship, but what a season has he had altogether. Possibly the same for Cole Deaver in the 9. Ellison possibly the same. Batson, though, is trying to hold on for dear life. Seth Cole reeling in ground so much. He has cut it by 2/10 with 3 to go. He needs to make as much ground as he can. Oh, Seth is pushing that car so hard. You can see that Hot Tamales Ice is just reeling in Batson's line. Oh, he really gained ground coming off the back straight. Art has taken third. Art is actually going to come down pit road, though. Kev Shear's going to come down. Will they hold on gas? Oskin's coming down. Rogers and others. Pit stops are underway. Did Flickinger stay out? No, Flickinger came down. One driver in the chase actually stayed out. I'm not too sure it was. We're going to look real quick. That was Spillman and Roush. Oh my word. Cole Deaver also stayed out. What strategy? They're moving up the course. Parker's coming down. It's going to be down to Batson and Seth Cole bound for this win. 1 lap to go. Pride is on the line for both drivers, but Seth trying to get 2 extra chase points. No lap cars to worry about. Oh man, Seth Cole is trying. He just cannot get that extra momentum. He will be happy with second place. He will bow for the championship against Zach Flickinger. But Keith Batson, coming off of turn 4, he's going to see the checker flag in hand. Batson, second career win in the Cup Series. He wins at Kansas. He wins the SpongeBob SquarePants 400. And wow, oh wow, did everything just change on pit stops alone. Flickinger ended up 33rd. Or 38th, I should say. 37th now. He finished as the second worst chaser. Oh my. Brian James just got saved. He's going to bow for the championship. But I think I know one driver has to be thankful for a lot of things. It's Seth Cole in the 07. He may have a chance to battle it out in the championship finale at Zenjoltis thanks to that finish of Zach Flickinger and himself. But Keith Batson will get a very, very big win in car 39. Second win of the season and in his career. Unbelievable. Congrats to Batson on getting that done. Let's look at the rest of the top 10. Cody Lamas finished the podium in 3rd. Zachary Fitzwater in 4th. Trent Dunham in 5th. 6th was Allison Rain. 7th, James Qualls. 8th, Alex Drayton. 9th, Jeffrey Finguy. Jessica Sheldon. What a quiet day altogether for both her and Finguy, let alone Alex Drayton. They have snuck into the top 10 thanks to those pit stops. Wow. Cole Deaver, Scott Roush, and Clint Spillman were the 3 that stuck around and hung on via pit strategy, and they came away with top 15 finishes. And that really saved their butts like you would not believe. So now, as we show you the rest of the finishing results, as I'm looking at the points coming into this, from this event there, the main drivers I can say that were under 13 before this race began that are going to be good to go, they include Cole Deaver, Brian James, Clint Spillman. Those guys, they are going to be good to go. They are easily good to go. Seth Cole was a total of 22 back from Zach Flickinger, and he scored big. Trent Dunham was actually 20 back, so he's going to be good to go in the battle for the championship. And actually, I just want to look real quick, because Cole Deaver finished ahead of Clint Spillman by an extra spot. Scott Roush, let's see here, because separated with Flickinger and Deaver were 9 points. Ooh, boy, I really don't know if we have a new points leader coming into Zenjoltis. That is going to be a very big what-if right there. Ozkin, I can safely say, even though with a not bad run, he will be eliminated. That is a no-brainer. He basically needed the miracle of miracles happen, and unfortunately that is not the case. Zach Rogers, he came down pit road and a finish in 19th after all that. I don't think it's going to look good for him either, too. Brett Pritchard, the same for him as well. In the 54, he came down pit road. It's safe to say he's eliminated from the championship battle there. Quint Moore, that's going to be the one that I think a lot of people are going to look at the most. And he finished at 29th, and he was a total of 17 back. And let's see, I just want to check between Moore and Flickinger. And 1, 2. Oh, no. Oh my. Moore may make it in. I don't know, folks. I really don't know with Quentin Moore. If Moore is able to, because the magic number is 15 and under, if that is the case, Moore would have to take the biggest Grand Slam ever, and that is Flickinger, or whoever be the points leader. I think it would have to be Flickinger regardless. He would have to finish dead last, and Moore would have to win the race single-handedly, let alone would have to have a lot of insurance also from other chasers in order to make sure he gets that. Like, Moore would have to win the race if that is the case there. Oh, man, I really don't know. Dylan Pote in the 31. Looking with him, he was a total of 15 back, so he is going to be good to go, but he's going to need a long shot, only separated between with 1 point, so Diego Yepes. Yeah, he's going to be under the same boat with Zach Rogers. He's going to get eliminated right there. What a tough effort for him. So Oskin, Rogers, and Yepes are basically going to be the big three that are going to get knocked out of this one here, as to with Brett Pritchard. So that's 4. Oh my, though. A lot just happened right there, folks. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked this, you can like, comment, thoughts, subscribe, part of the NRSL, and subscribe button down below. You've been watching production of the NRSL where racing is living. Once again, congratulations to Keith Batson on getting the win. We will see you guys for Zen Joltis for the finale on Saturday. The last Sunday race has concluded of the year. We shall see you guys later. Until then, goodbye, everybody. Here come the points. Remember, if you're over the line, you're bound for the championship. If you're under the line, you are eliminated mathematically. Until then, thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Best of luck to everyone. Until then, goodbye, everybody.